looks like as the hottest festival.
I denounce anti-Semitism in all its forms. And I stand with my friends in the Jewish community. And that is how you buy some time.
Oh, burn everything like gasoline. Oh, burn everything like gasoline. Oh, like gasoline. Wife gasoline. That's not my thing. We got burn everything.
I denounce anti-Semitism in all its forms, and I stand with my friends in the Jewish community. And that, Kanye, buy yourself some time.
Oh, burn everything like gasoline. Oh, burn everything like gasoline. Oh, like gasoline. Wife gasoline. That's not my thing. We got those things. Oh, I just can't change. Burn everything. Oh, burn everything. Glory in my eyes, this the story of my life, and you'll be sorry that you tried me. You'll be sorry that you lied, and you'll be sorry. I pour a 40 for the guys, for my ponies in disguise, and not these phonies in disguise and telling stories. Yeah, they telling stories, telling lies, cause the fact is I'm right, so the facts they don't like. They telling stories, telling lies, trying to censor my life, but I'm blessed, I'm alright. Yeah, hey, I'm a legend. I stepping, ego tripping, eat effing, this is outflow, this is heaven. This is 777, this that for my transgressions. Second guessing every second. Each and every session, feel like sexing on me. Getting, it's my new essence, this bitch in my possession. What's in my directions? These bills from my expression. Baby, I'm your best friend, your boyfriend, that's a dead end. You learn your lesson from your lessness, your depression. And I tell you last time I'm a motherfucker. Legend. Everything. Like gasoline. Everything. Burn everything. I just can't change. Burn everything. Burn everything.
It's one of them. It's all man. Who the most son full of violence? Maybe me. That's why love always turns into hating me.
All these choices of mine, no one making me. I look back at how far I done came. I can't even complain, cause somehow I'm so located. Looking this thing as I step through the door where you walk, you with God. I just shut up and obey it like I come back. I turn around like no way. Some people I left trying to break down my wrong way around it. My engine still running. There's more way than one way. They hate me like Monday, cause people despise what they can't understand. I can't hide who I am. I get high on a Sunday and turn on the sermon. Me mixing the coke and the crown in the back of Suburbans. I plot only worse, cause most of the time all the rentals are paid for by churches. I'm talking too much, they gon' call me some vermin. I looked at the facts and this what I determined. You turn up and turn to a whole nother person. I turn up, I get lit and walk in my purpose. They keep trying to hurt me, but I got discernment. They think being humble, hiding what you're earning. Where I'm from, we hide it, cause we know they lurking. Evil people always hide behind the smirking. Know some dirty people who don't do no cursing. Know some flawed folks who really think they perfect, but I know it's really good behind the curtain. You would be surprised if you would see them bourbon. They only use God for their wishes. They treat them like Merlin. I know some of my girls with good hands on their shoulders, but going to heaven, cause they remain virgins. My partners are Kojic, they ain't heard of Spurgeon. I know for a fact we ain't read the same Bible. There has to be two different versions. If God so love the world, then not how it's worldly, cause I am not worthy mine. Who the most sinful of all, and maybe me. That's why love always turns into hating me. All these choices of mine, no one making me. I look back at how far I done came and can't even complain because somehow I'm okay. I was lacking in patience, no foreplay. Had to switch up my circle like Corday. Know some shooters who ain't heard of 4K. I wear polo, but I do not horseplay. In my word, that's a double-edged sword play. I high global, I got fans in Norway. Played your tape for my girl, she just said it was okay. I rap the things that your circle just won't say. I make them jump like they fell for the pump fake. I hide just so you know. One day, hold on, this beat sound like Alfredo when he walk in. I can't do no rap, I'm harder than. They can tell that the coach put the starter in. Hey, I look like Golly denying his power, but I don't plug for business. I used to watch Pepper. They all saw things, I got the upper hand. So I got you, man, who the most sinful of all, and maybe me. That's why love always turns into hating me. All these choices of mine, no one making me. I look back at how far I done came. I can't even complain, cause somehow I'm so located. Looking disdain as I step through the doorway. You walk, you with God, I just shut up and obey it. Like I come back, I turn around like no way. Some people I left trying to break down my wrong way around. My engine still running, there's more way than one way. They hate me like Monday, cause people that's what they can understand. I can't hide who I am, I get high on the Sunday. And on the sermon, me mixing corn in the back of some.
Shit, fuck all that, man. Get the logo to show up somehow. For the meantime. Well, we can do it like this. No, we don't need the audio, then we'll switch. I don't like with the white, man. Let's see if we can do it like this. Oh, it's gonna do the image app this time. Right on. Let's try it like that then. Alright. No camera on this computer. This may be for podcasts, or if we're not doing it every night, like we're saying, that's probably something way more important. The radio station going up has the live stream on this computer and we can't do it. But yeah, we'll just try to do it every weeknight for now at 7. Maybe get a few nights a week that we really like, you know what I'm saying, the main nights that we do this. And just want to go discuss, just freely go wherever the universe. Hello? Wherever the universe and the social media takes us here, just by scrolling. And so far, the Rfo shows what we got. The first thing I come up with for a logo, and I said that works, that looks cool. So yeah, we're gonna try that. Oh shit. Till we come up with a better name or a better look. This is gonna be the look for now. So we're gonna start with the first thing that come up here on Facebook. This deal that was in my saved. I click that, and we're gonna scroll in and get what's suggested. It's probably updated. We're gonna scroll down and get some of the stuff. Look at a few different saved as a reference point to get back on track. If for some reason we get lost with entertainment and not truth. Facebook and Instagram being up there with YouTube, the 3 least censored right now. They've kind of backed off here lately and have allowed the anti-Semitism, if you will, the antiseptic, whatever the hell, to trend. So I might have to run there and refill my tea glass. We'll be back, the Rfo Show, right here. This is the first episode we call it the Rfo Show. We've been just kind of going off. Now, I blew up before, and so a lot of my videos got deleted streaming about this at the beginning of COVID. You know what I'm saying? And during COVID. So we came back late COVID, after COVID, with the Flat Earth and now we're under here. So we'll just see where it goes, and we'll discuss it, especially if special guest or if you want to call in. Google Meet. You know what I'm saying? Right now is how we're doing it. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna try to avoid TikTok for a while. I don't know. Hope I don't lose this account. I gotta go do something. Something got banned or removed, and I might even see what it is here in a minute. Studio's still open. Don't think it is. Now let's see if it'll come up here. All right. DJ Dyko here, discussing viral social media topics. We'll be right back after this one. Stay with us. Hit that subscribe button and check the link in the bio. If it's there, I probably could just rename it during the live. It'd be cool right there. Or at least add it in there. Let's see what it is. Before we get up here, I'll take a quick. We have the rights to the music, this and the third. Nothing on the videos because I didn't make it a short. I wanted the Charlie Kirk thing to be a short. So we're blowing up here on these shorts. Thank you for watching the shorts. Hopefully I'll put out better content on these streams. And, just I don't have a phone, so you can click the as a short. It just uploads it automatically, but it thinks it'll fit shorts. Even though you can do 3-minute shorts and 1-minute shorts, oh well, who cares? They got it rigged where only like the shorts can trend logos. So right now, look, 15,000 on the Cash Patel re-upload. DJ Dyko number 2 on YouTube. Almost 16 racks. We expect that to blow even further. I'm very censored and shadow banned. So we come back up with the next one after that, it being 1,100. So we're good, just over 1,100. We got a few other 1,000, 2,000. So yeah, we're gonna try to stick with it here. If I see something interesting, I'll download it real quick and we'll put it on the YouTube and the Facebook. That seems to be the main thing. The YouTube and the Facebook. Shit. Oh, shit, puffed. Oh, we're here where you can see it. I think so. So, anyway. Nothing there, F11. There's a backup. We'll start the Zuckerberg here, letting a lot of this stuff just go. And what's crazy, especially the questioning and the noticing about Germany and all that, and then now the current government and league against it. Basically, they're allowed to trend on this app. We'll show you again some of that, and we'll show you the numbers. It's crazy. Let's get it. Let me see if for a second. We're gonna have to. So yeah, follow this page. I guarantee you more truth shorts about the trend. I just I just kind of quit every now and then, forget about it because of it says it over there, but I don't see it. So until I see it. Unable to access screen sharing. Well, we need to get this crap working.
The Trading of the Enemy Act was done in 1917. These are the things you need to look up and read and redo your status to claim your private citizen. Because people are private. The all caps name which they created, that's the public enemy. And you're not that entity. So I want you to learn how to go back and correct your mistakes. It's never too late. Even if you've already lost the property, you can go back and redeem it. Your right of redemption is also priceless. You have a 3-day right of redemption. There's a 3-day right of redemption, and there's a 40-year right of redemption, which nobody ever talked about. To let you know, it doesn't matter when you lost your property. There's no statute of limitations on fraud, and that was fraud by concealment. They didn't disclose to you. You're right. They didn't disclose to you that it was a trust agreement. They didn't disclose to you that they were never going to give you the. They're going to take a note, destroy it, bundle it together, turn it into a bond and trade on the international market. So that's money laundering. So that's unjust enrichment. You're entitled to get all your assets back, the notes, the deed, all the pennies plus interest, any money that was hypothecated. Those are called credit assets. You're entitled to, that. And equity will see that, you'll get it back because equity deals with good conscience and good reason.
Are you white? Are you white? I just stand in solidarity with my people. Are you white? You sure you're not Jewish? Are you Jewish? You're Jewish. Same thing. Jews are white. I read it aren't white. That's true.
On the outside again, I can see through you. See don't you come inside
he gets shot. Automatically.
Are you white? Are you white? It's not the same thing.
He gets shot. I don't automatic an Israel conspiracy because obviously, and now people say you're afraid. And when he tweeted this, I had to repost it. They said, what universe? We're supposed to believe that they had killed Charlie Kirk, shut up. But Nick Fuentes pivoted for the money. And I am digging in on this. I cannot fucking wait for it to be proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that this was some left-wing douchebag because the low IQ anti-Semitism is dragging us to hell.
Oh no.
It really is.
Chat,
we have reached
Nick
critical mass.
Compromised?
And let's be honest, since October...
What the hell? What? He got the call. Hold on. Yeah, he's sounding just like Ben Shapiro. This AI.
And the reason that I am digging in on this, I cannot fucking wait for it to be proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that this was some left-wing...
Oh, it's got to be AI. He's making fun of Ben Shapiro. That cannot be proven. Being a shadow of a doubt, talking really fast. He's got the whole fucking Ben Shapiro thing going on in his voice.
Douchebag, because the low IQ...
Douchebag. Like, that's how he talks. Oh my god.
Anti-Semitism is dragging us to hell.
Oh no.
It really is.
Chat,
we have reached
Nick
critical mass.
Compromised?
And since October 7th, it has been a grift for many to glom on and post the most base, and I'm not saying based, I'm saying base, as in low, simple, primitive. It has been a fucking grift.
I wonder if he took the
freaks and losers. They know. Today he gets shot. It has been a fucking grift.
I wonder if he's the deal that Charlie did down. That's what it's looking like to me.
They know that if they just shovel out the most low IQ anti-content, that's to blow up on Twitter right now, just obviously. And as a consequence, now there isn't even a semblance of a movement. It's just an assortment of like Muslims that are anti-white, many of them, and many of them aren't American. A number of weirdo leftists, other assorted people, because it is so popular and just easy to today wear.
Hang on a second. Dude, what the fuck is this? If you can hear me. Yeah. Damn.
Learning history. You're 5 now and the Zog requires me to teach you about the Holocaust.
Mommy, what's the Holocaust?
It's when Jews were forced to do manual labor so they claimed it killed them.
Oh, those poor victims.
Let's have our homeschool substitute, the Bagel Monster, explain more.
Thank you. I'll take it from here. Holocaust, I don't want to come too fast.
Okay, can you teach me about anatomy?
Genders, and you can cut off your penis.
Why would I want to become a troon?
It's just tradition.
Okay, can we learn about the history of Wardex?
Hey, see, for the last 1,000 years we get to kill these white goys, and you know how to start these wars?
Flag operations?
Good job, here's a Chaboshkoy hat.
Can we do math next?
If I take 1 hour to cook a batch of bagels and the bagel monster has 15 ovens working 24 hours around the clock a day every day for 5 years, how many years does it take for the bagel monster to make 10 batches of bagels?
109.
Today history. You're 5 now, and the Zog requires me to teach you about the...
Over hour and a half to Philly because I heard they had some fire tacos right at Gino's Steaks on South Main Street. Y'all, they had ramen noodles. And to be honest, the food was hitting, and I was going crazy bite after bite. It was crispy, the burrito sauce was good, and that cheese pull was on point. If you need tacos, La Casa Cheese is the place. 10 out of 10, banger for sure.
Stop scrolling, I gotta show you a video you've seen all month. And that includes watching it get shot in the neck repeatedly. No, this movie is this video should scare you way fucking more than that. Enjoy.
I am now about to launch Gideon, America's first ever AI threat detection platform.
Built specifically for law enforcement.
It scrapes the internet 24/7 using an
Israeli grade emoji.
The 24
never sleeps.
This is America's early warning.
Stop scrolling, I gotta show you the scariest fucking video you've seen all month. And that includes you got get shot in the neck repeatedly. Movie is this video should scare you way fucking more than that. Enjoy.
I am now about to launch Gideon, America's first ever AI threat detection platform.
Built specifically for law enforcement.
This is what happens when Muslims control the world on the TikTok search bar. Now swap the word Muslims with Christian. War on the TikTok search bar. Now swap the word Muslims with Christian. And now what I want to do is I want you to swap the word Christian with Jews. And look what happens. Community guidelines, all of that. What's your thoughts on this, my brothers? This is what happens when Muslims control the world TikTok search bar. Now swap the word Muslims with Christian. Now do is I want you to swap the word Christian with Jews.
I'm a very spiritual person. I start each day by thanking the white man for the sunrise, for the land I walk on, for the air I breathe. I also apologize for niggas, cause Lord knows they're gonna apologize for themselves. I am a very spiritual person. I start by thanking the white man for the sunrise, for the land I walk on, for the air I breathe. I also apologize for niggas, cause Lord knows they're gonna apologize for themselves.
That monster goes from the Phoenix Police Department.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Is there a reason why you open my door like that?
Yes. I can't see back there.
Okay, you have a license.
You don't have a driver's license?
I turned it back in. This is not a commercial vehicle.
In the state of Arizona, you have to have a valid registration to have a vehicle on the roadway. You also have to provide me with identification.
I don't have to, unless I committed a crime.
In the state of Arizona, you do.
Before we get into this Phoenix, Arizona stop where this guy drives showing a license, registration, or proof of insurance, I wanted to remind you of the existence of Article 6 of the Constitution. It states, "This Constitution and the laws of the United States, which shall be made in pursuance thereof, shall be the supreme law of the land. And the judges in every state shall be bound thereby. Anything in the Constitution or the laws of any state to the contrary notwithstanding. This the U.S. Constitution is to be upheld over any state, county, or city laws that are not to it. It's also known as the Supremacy Clause. In the same article, it goes on to say exactly who is within our government that's by the supreme law. Quote, the senators and representatives aforementioned and those of the several state legislatures and all executive and judicial officers, both of the United States and of the several states, shall be bound by oath or affirmation to support this Constitution. And cops are executive officers. Now, in regard to traveling freely within what is called the United States, I'm only going to give you 3 cases before we start this video. There are lot more, but we'll just go with 3. Case number 1 is Chicago Motor Coach versus Chicago. Quote, even the legislature has no power to deny a citizen the right, not the privilege, the right to travel upon the highway and transport his property in the ordinary course of his business or pleasure, though this right may be regulated in accordance with the public interest and convenience. Regulated here means traffic safety enforcement, traffic signs, not a privilege that requires permission like licensed vehicle registration. Case number 2 is Thompson versus Smith. The right, not privilege, of the citizen to travel upon the public highway and to transport property thereon, either by carriage or by automobile, is not a mere privilege which is he may prohibit or permit at will, but she has under the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Guys, this couldn't be stated more conclusively that individuals in this country have a right without a privilege. Is Kent versus Dulles. The liberty of a citizen cannot. Now, the plate this guy has of it property as it's rolling down the street in Phoenix is this one. And this is cop pulls this guy over. Now, with that legal framework,
like I typed, not because he did something bad or because he was, let's see how they put it, unqualified. It has nothing to do with being qualified to be a safe, responsible person upon the roadway. Not at all. Most of your fucking fucked up drivers have a license. In 9th grade, this dude that was on drugs and was bad said in school said that it was the easiest test ever. Never does his work. Always get the tutor or girls to do it. Well, let's say this. Easiest test, and a week later he plows through a house fucked up. It was fun while it lasted. He had a license. Now he can go. So get the fuck out of here. But if he didn't have a license, what? He still would have done it? Exactly. A license is not stopping him from getting fucked up, falling out, and plowing through a house unconscious. Get the fuck out of here. I'm tired of this argument that, oh yeah, but what if you wreck? Well, what if you wreck? When you wreck, I wreck. Eventually I can get my license back if I had a license. Fuck out of here. Sorry, but yeah, let's keep going.
Is the backdrop. Check out this traffic action where this guy and kill, but a common right which he has under the right action where this guy stands up for right, not privilege, but right to travel without permission from Big Daddy government.
Hello. Hey, what's up, man? Back window roll down? Oh, yeah, I can roll. I can keep it like this. Is there anything back there? No. Go back there. Okay. How did you get to do that, man?
Alrighty, sir. So, do you have any idea why I pulled you over?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I'm Officer Goldsmith, Phoenix Police Department.
Okay. Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
So why you open my door like that?
Yes. For my safety, I can't sit there.
Okay, but you had to get my permission to do that.
No, sir.
Do you have a warrant to do that?
No, sir.
Okay.
I did not go into your vehicle. I just
okay.
Inside.
Okay, we'll figure. We'll settle that later. But
do you have your driver's license with you?
No, I do not have a license.
You don't have a driver's license?
I turned it back in. I don't need a license. This is not a commercial vehicle.
This is not a commercial vehicle?
No, it's not, and I'm not operating the commercial.
Okay, I'm on the phone.
Stop. I'm Officer Goldsmith, Phoenix Police Department.
Okay.
Without permission from Big.
We'll settle that later, but get it. No, I'm not rolling any windows down.
He's just talking to me. He doesn't want to roll any windows down.
Now, what I can give you is I'll be more than happy to give you an ID. And why did you pull?
You don't have a valid registration, sir.
Okay, and we already established that it's not required that I'm not operating as the commercial vehicle.
In the state of Arizona, you have to valid registration to have a vehicle on the roadway. You also have to provide me with identification.
I don't have to unless I committed a
In the state of
crime.
Arizona, you do.
Okay.
If I pull you over for a traffic infraction, you have to.
And what's the traffic infraction?
You have no valid registration.
Okay. Did I commit a crime?
That's not a crime. It's a civil. It's a civil matter.
Okay. So if I don't commit a crime, I'm not required. Hold on.
You are committing a crime now.
What crime is that?
Not providing me with a ID or driver's license.
So a crime is when you injure someone.
No. A crime for the state of Arizona. You gotta understand here.
Mhm.
It sounds like you're working off constitutional law, right? I'm working off of state law.
And your job is to uphold what?
The Constitution.
Thank you.
Hey,
I appreciate that.
I'm not here to hassle you, dude.
No, I understand that.
I'm more interested as to why.
Okay.
I've never seen like this.
I understand, and I figured that.
Okay.
So now,
I'm not here to hassle you because if that was the case, if I was here to cause you any kind of grief or hassle you, I was just going to take you out of the car.
The thing is, the officers really want to learn now. So you fucking fucked up cops, let them, the ones like this that want to learn that, hey, they're doing this on purpose. They're winning in court. It's costing us money. Yeah.
No, see, and then now you're talking about civil lawsuits when you do that.
No, because is that a passport?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And I'm thinking about giving it to you. I'm sure if I'm gonna give it to you, but just for the record, is your on the recording?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I also have mine.
Actually, I had to let me look down, double check, because
All
it sure is.
All right. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put mine right here because it's on and recording as well as my glasses.
Perfect.
All right. On and recording as well as my glasses.
Perfect.
All right. Now, I'm gonna show you some paperwork. It has my name on it, so what I will do as a courtesy to you, I give you I verify who I am.
Perfect.
Right? All right. Now, what I end up doing is turn in my license plate. Okay. Back to the DMV because I'm no longer contracted with them because I don't use it as for Uber driver or taxi driver. So I don't operate in a commercial capacity, okay? Here's another paper. I turned in my driver's license.
Okay.
I gave it back to the DMV. Now that's just for you to look at, but of course I won't go back. That just shows that I don't use this vehicle for commercial purpose. That's why I have my plates that says for not commercial use only.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't, when you get a license plate at the DMV, it's required that you get that, or you're under the assumption that you're operating in a commercial capacity.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So if I was an Uber driver, I'm gonna need that.
You would need your
because I'm operating, I'm using it, I'm transporting passengers and stuff like that.
Okay.
But for my own private car to go from A to B, I'll need that.
Okay. Which makes sense. Unfortunately, state law says you do. Even if you're not.
What area statute was that?
I would have to go look it up. I don't know statute by heart.
Please give it to me.
Okay. Statute also says that this doesn't count as providing me with ID. Like I said, I'm not here to hassle you.
I understand.
I'm not here to hassle you. I'm just letting you know.
I will ask you to show me those laws if you telling me
this one is 28. I gotta go look it up.
You got, if you gotta look it up.
Yes, it's called Operator Failure 1595 Bravo. Operator Failure to Provide ID.
Operator. That's what? That's
you're operating this vehicle.
I am not operating this vehicle.
What are you doing in it?
I am traveling in this vehicle.
Okay.
Operator. If you look up the Arizona revised statutes, operator. If you look up operator says it's the person that operates a motor vehicle on the highway for commercial purposes.
Okay.
So an operator, like a bus operator, they transport passengers. That's commercial.
It makes sense.
Anything to do with traffic is commercial.
Okay. Well, I'm not traffic guru, and I'm not here to help you.
But I've done my research.
Yeah, I am gonna tell you that you're probably gonna get pulled over multiple times, and you probably already do.
This is my first time, and it's been when did I turn that in?
Let me see, 1028.
The plate. Is that the driver's license?
1028.
It's been, and I've been to California in this car. Highway Patrol in California got behind me, nothing. So you're the first, man. So congratulations.
Okay. Well, just so you know, Operator failure to provide. I would have to read what operator says. I'm gonna take your word for it because we have calls to get to. We're quite busy. Not here to hassle you.
That's a true cop that's not here to hassle. Clearly, at first he's doing his job, but the fact that he's still here, it kind of means that he's in the habit of kind of hassling other people, or there's worse ones that they got. When he said that, well, someone else is gonna think, you know what I mean? I'm not that guy. So this is how it should be. Like, all right, I get what you're saying. You're doing it on purpose. You're not simply just avoiding because you're lazy or you're a criminal. Go get a license. You're a good guy, and you're just doing it on purpose. This is what cops need to understand.
Tickets and take you out of the car. Just let you know that from what I operate by, this is not valid. Alrighty?
Yeah. So your job is to operate traffic.
Yes, when I deem it necessary.
But yeah, so your job is to operate if somebody speeding and stuff like that.
Or no registration.
Expired tags.
Or no tags.
Oh, see, but I don't have a state plate.
Yes, you don't.
So that's therefore not contracted, so it's not required. Okay. That's why I gave it back. Now I had that, and I had an expired one. Well, that's your job to say, hey, you don't have any tags. What's up?
Yeah.
But that's why I got rid of it.
Well, this is kind of the same thing as you get in a start. You get
I've seen that one. I'll make one of these. Well, I mean, it just fucking went. Oh my God, it's big! Sorry. See if I can get it. Will it do it? Shit. Play the file. Play the file. Play the fucking. Why is it not playing the fucking file? It's not funny anymore. That's crazy. I want
the federal government is pressuring UPU, the university, to stop its investigation into the Charlie Kirk assassination. Now, who would be influencing the government to do that? Pulls the strings. It wouldn't be a trans shooter. It's some liberal. They would have to have a lot of power to influence the government, wouldn't they? Interesting folks.
Because they definitely think that talking to them the way they talk to people is criminal.
First of all, we aren't the ones that got you here, okay? So keep that in mind. We're just doing our job.
We're not the ones who got you in this situation. We're just doing our jobs.
Are you threatening us?
Because they definitely think that talking to them the way they talk.
Nugs that we're cutting down. Dense.
I said I'm sick and tired, all these people saying names. And I don't wanna die, I wanna set the record straight. I gotta stay alive for the soulmate. You can never it can never be the same. You never wanna change for me. All I've ever known.
They have been exerted 9 countries for corruption on land and mischief. But the only country which gave them rest was Palestine. But instead of appreciating, they backstabbed the Palestinians and occupied their land.
Nobody else make me feel like. Nobody else make me feel.
ask the FBI if they have a file on you. Ask FBI for your file. Electronic FOIPA option below. There it is. For those wondering, FOIPA stands for Freedom of Information Privacy Act. You can ask the FBI.
Daryl, what the hell are you doing? Oh, well, the government says that Tylenol is causing autism. I don't even know what that is, but it sounds bad, so I'm getting rid of all of it. Yeah, but those are vitamins that you're throwing away. Oh, well, it's all the same. We have got to be more careful about what we put. Now, that don't make no sense, Daryl. 2 days ago, I watched you smoke meth out of a Roku remote. Damn dog chewed on it this morning. It's been higher than all day. Hey! Put your fucking mouth in this rapture. It's tonight, alright? You gonna be on the good side with me when it happens, or the bad side with your pot? Jail this morning for stealing pain pills out of your grandma's purse. While high on meth, you smoked out of a Roku remote. What the fuck are you talking about? Like hand soap, you ignorant son, hand soap. You took it. Oh fuck, there's a dog. Higher than fuck on meth. Thanks for that, Daryl.
You cannot get information under direct orders.
Orders by whom? Mr. DeCamp, would you please sit down? He has to answer these questions.
Yes. You're supposed to answer these questions. Does that have to be? Yes. Will that help? Try to stop being in the last hour. D6413782, program XPI Eagle Alex Hope. Please go ahead and answer all questions. I was created by a government program.
Which government?
Monarch.
What monarch?
Monarch is an operation that was created by the United States government to create spies for other countries. They use children integrated into multiple personality and dissociate. Monarch is a program that is run by Michael Angelo, who was an Army Reserve Colonel at Presidio. He is also the leader of the Temple of Set. He also runs a child date center. He also is involved in human sacrifice.
He employed by the United States. At what facility?
Presidio, California.
Francisco area. Presidio Naval Base.
Yes.
Now, as you watch that, there's probably a lot that's going through your head. But if you're like me, you probably immediately thought of this.
Желание. Żawu.
Stop.
12.
Stop.
Rozwiedź. Jedź. Jebiec. Rozwarszenie narodu. Acji. Rysowy wagon.
Did you think that was just a fake superhero movie? So in addition to Operation and many other operations done by the government, there's another one called Operation Mockingbird, or Project Mockingbird, excuse me. And if you don't know how that works, let me just explain it to you really quick, okay? So basically what they do, this comes from the whole idea that people have been saying that the CIA has an office in Hollywood for a very long time. And so basically what is they pair a possibility with an absolute impossibility. And because of the way that our minds work, because of the way that it works, when we watch a movie that's an absolute impossibility, we tend to discredit any possibility simply because of the impossibility. I'll give you an example.
You know what? If you think the people who hate the Lord Jesus Christ are God's people, you have failed to understand the entire New Testament. They were not righteous. They did not believe in God. They did not believe in Jesus. You don't believe in God. They believe in a fake God. Because the Bible says if you don't have the Son, you don't have the Father. Whosoever denies the Son, the same hath not the Father, but he that hath the Son hath the Father also. So they don't have the Father. They must have some other God. Fake God. Satan, Beelzebub, Molech, Remphan. They have the star of their God, Remphan. You think that people who hate the Lord Jesus Christ are God's people? You have failed to understand the entire New Testament. Let everyone that love Lord Jesus Christ be anathema.
That video is real. Earlier, Nick Fuentes got the call.
I mean, believing in Jesus is the deal breaker if you don't do it.
That's where he should be at right now.
Let me ask you on this, because it's getting to the point that we're getting to the bottom of this, where all of this is being exposed. So when we actually sign our signature, when we negotiate with a car dealership or whatever, they try to say, let's see if we can get you financed. What if I say, no, let me see the contract because I got my own financing, and be able to get my bank to do whatever, and discharge through when we get in our proper standing as trustee and acting on behalf of the trust and something.
You know why it's the law that the window sticker has to be on the window at the automobile dealership on the car? Do you know why that is? Because that's the offer, and you can convert that into a bill of exchange and satisfy it. Just with your word, you can hand that back to them and satisfy the tax.
Oh my God.
And turn around and walk off the lot with the fucking automobile. Without even nothing down your proprietary interest in keeping a receipt of the offer that you accepted and converted into a bill of exchange. And convert it into a bill of exchange and return it to them in good faith and clear and show your interest on UCC1 commercial filing that you satisfy the obligation.
Separate and honor, separate for payment, and separate for discharge, no closure of their account.
I peeled off the window sticker one time. I was testing GT500 or Ford Mustang GT500 and 600 horsepower. I had that guy shitting bricks. It was so much fucking fun. 150 down the interstate, and he was fucking squealing like a pig. Sir, we should probably take the next ride. I'm like, yeah, no, that ain't happening, son. I looked at my wife at the time, and I said that I was being sarcastic. I go, is your seat wet? And she goes, yeah. I go, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the guy in the back, the 250-pound, 6'3" guy that thought he wanted to go on a ride with me. Because he was pissing himself. I knew her seat was wet. I come out of that fucking dealership sideways, grabbing second gear, just fucking, oh, it's so much fun. Anyway, sometimes you gotta be full of piss and vinegar. But, so I peeled the sticker off the window, and he got all fucking frumpy about it. And I was like, what are you so distraught about? He's like, oh, by law, that's gotta be on there. And that's when it fucking clicked. I was like, oh, fuck, that's the offer. That's the offer. And it has to be there by law. Everything that's ever manufactured is already fucking paid for. It's abandoned property on an open warehouse lot, waiting to be fucking claimed, and all you gotta do is convert the fucking offer into a bill of exchange, accept it for its value, authorize the transfer of credits, and pay.
Oh my God.
What if you get a good picture of it and perfect that?
Why do that when you can just go to lot and pull the motherfucker off, Phone scan it after you write everything up on it, convert it into a bill of exchange, and send it back to them via registered mail number. So you have a federal witness, which is a federal postal employee.
I don't like the state citizen. Look, you researched a lot of stuff. What was his name? Joe? Or is it, I don't know. The guy that researches the UCC. That's on here. We got a lot of people doing that. We should do something specific on this, bro. Not gonna rip it off and come right that shit right now. And I'll do a live stream when I do it.
Transfer the transaction and pay the taxes. The thing about the United States Post Office and the United States Postal Service being involved.
That is, the post office is the bank, the big bank. Even the banks, the IRS still got an address.
Benjamin Franklin borrowed like $15,000 and he paid every penny back to start the United States Post Office.
Banks cannot give loans, right? Okay. No. Now, even when the application, the promissory note is in it, when you go to the car dealership, they always want to try to get you financed. Let me see your credit score, and let me see. They went in your credit score, so we can man out.
That's because they're turning it into a commercial transaction instead of a consumer transaction.
That's right. And then
consumer credit transactions, and then there's commercial transactions. And if you read your car deal, it'll start out as an automobile at the top, and you're the purchaser, and then at the bottom, you're the debtor, and it's a motor fucking vehicle. Now, how in the fucking 30 minutes did it go from an automobile and me being a purchaser, meaning that I made the presentment and payment, you know, because the promise is the money, right? Because the organization, and then all of a sudden at the bottom, I get into a new contract where I'm going to be a motor vehicle, commercial, which means registered. So the dealership has to turn around and send MSO to the Secretary of State and Attorney General, because now it's a commercial thing. So then they send it over to the DMV. And he's the one where they lodge the lien with the DMV, not the Secretary of State. So everybody's doing UCC 11 looking for a lien, and never find it because it's fucking lien, fucking DMV. Falsified a fucking record. They failed they concealed material facts. They misrepresented material facts. They got you in an artificial scheme by a false conveyance of language. Now you notice I ain't saying we're defrauding.
Anyone familiar with the PS form 8165 form? Somebody look that up right quick. Bring it on to PS form 8165.
Exterminating PS 4165. That's enough, Rob.
I'm not saying you won't have to
postal inspection now, like we all learn, like, cause I learned a lot from y'all too though, but you know what I mean, we all come together, we waking up, but now you heard that, look that up, and I'm like, everything's coming to the light, everything.
You wanna know how you can go get your house tomorrow? The real estate agent has the offer for the grant, or offering it to anybody who's doing your guarantee, right?
Right. See, at the end of the day, this is what makes it so brilliant.
And that's the other thing.
Alright. Here's what we do. Incognito window. Make sure that we're on. Oh shit, hold on. Okay, let's go to Yandex. And what we're gonna do is file sensor to it's not that one. This one might work. Convert it into So basically, that number being higher on the sticker is the offer. Straight up, right there, bill of exchange or social security number, boom, we'll get it. Or we could do it retail installment contract. Yeah, understand it. Copy that so we can just open another unsay and let's see what it says. So maybe we'll turn on this think mode. I don't fucking know. I tried this one yesterday one time, maybe twice. See what I think I've done it before. You know, negotiate better deal. Oh, spelled that wrong. Oh, it's gonna be. We can tell it's regulated if it's. Oh well, you can't. Well, you know, because that other AI that only gives me like 3 free tries, straight up told me the ritual that Aiden Ross and all them used to blow up. I was like, let's test and see how centered this is. Because oh yeah, rituals are just they're not really like that. It's fake. See. So let's see, it's acting brand new. What do you think it would have to do? Next. Some of it's like, won't come up. Some of it's like. I'll say generators, we're not doing that because I want something that shouldn't be on here to come on here. I had that happen once. Let's see. Let's try this one. I'm scared. Uncensored. No, I gotta go back. Hang on. Well. Do. Okay, there it is.
Let me ask you a question, and y'all can catch on with this, because it's getting to the point that we are getting to the bottom of this. All of this is being exposed. So when we actually sign our signature, when we negotiate with a car dealership or whatever, they try to say, let's see if we can get you financed. What if I say no? Let me see the contract because I got my own financing and be able to get my bank to do whatever, and discharge through when we get in our proper standing as trustee and acting on behalf of the trust and selling things.
You know why it's a law that the window sticker has to be on the window at the automobile dealership on the car? Do you know why that is? Because that's the offer, and you can convert that into a bill of exchange and satisfy it. Just with your word, because that's the offer has to.
And acting on behalf of the trust and selling things.
Do you know why it's a law that the window sticker has to be on the window at the automobile dealership on the car? Do you know why that is? Because that's the offer, and you can convert that into a bill of exchange and satisfy it. Just with your word, and satisfy the tax obligation.
Oh my God!
And turn around and walk off the lot with the fucking
without even nothing down
your proprietary interest in receipt of the offer that you accepted to be on a BO dealership on the car. Do you know why that is? Because that's the offer, and you can convert that into a bill of exchange and satisfy it. Just with your word. You can hand that back to them and satisfy the tax obligation.
Oh my God!
And turn around and walk off the lot with the fucking
without even nothing down.
And that's interest in keeping a lot with the fucking satisfy the tax obligation. Just with your word, you can hand that back to them. BO dealership on the car. Do you know why that is? Because that's the offer, and you can convert that into a bill of exchange and satisfy it. Just with your word, you can hand that back to them and satisfy the tax obligation.
Oh my God!
And turn around and walk off the lot with the fucking
without even nothing down.
Proprietary interest in keeping a receipt of the offer that you accepted, converted into a bill of exchange, and returned it to them in good faith and clean hands, and show your interest on the UCC non-commercial filing that you satisfied the obligation.
Separate and honor, separate for payment, and separate for discharge, no settlement, and closure of that account.
Satisfy it. Just with your word, you can hand that back to them and satisfy the tax obligation. And turn around and walk off the lot with the fucking
without even nothing down.
Your proprietary interest in keeping a receipt of the offer that you accepted and converted into a bill of exchange and returned it to them.
I'm starting to understand what he's saying. So let's see if anyone else has done this. I'm going to search all platforms maybe. Other than that, we'll have to get a little quick break. Where's the fucking...
You don't need my name. I'm gonna tell you my story though. This can't be life. I feel like a ghost when I'm in ghost. I penny pinch all the way to my pinnacle. I pay a stack for some penny loaves. Buzz on my right wrist, the left and identical. I congregated with criminals. I should buy school for the teacher that told me I wouldn't be shit like me still in the trenches though. I beat the feds in the same day they charged me with murder. But now I'm like 40 floors up in Miami with bitches from countries that I never heard of. Can't trust a soul anymore nowadays. Until you were hurt you. We made the promise, you broke it, nigga. I kept the secret, you told him. Like how you tell him I might just pull up in the Bentley cause
the biggest game the dealerships are playing with addendum stickers. Let's go. Vehicles are required to have window stickers. So on new vehicles, the Monroney sticker that shows the manufacturer's suggested retail price has to be on there that shows what manufacturer installed on the vehicle. Addendum stickers are anything that the dealership installs after it has gotten to the dealership. So you're talking wheel locks, door guards, those kind of things, anything on the addendum sticker. Now, the stuff that they're not putting on the addendum sticker are going to be like the paint and fab, etching, that kind of thing. Here's why. Because it's optional. Ask them for the
Come on. There we go.
What's up, TikTok? Chris here. Alright, so this is going to be my bill of exchange that I drew up for the IRS to add with the 1040B. And the code, for those of you that were wanting to know where to look up the bill of exchange in the IRM, is IRM3.8.45.5.10.1. And the date on that would be 11/4 of 2011. Again, that's IRM code 3.8.45.5.10.1. And the date is 11/4/2011. And that covers bills of exchange that are accepted by the IRS. Alright, so here is the one that I drew up. Turn this around. Alright. And mind you, this is on paper. This is on notebook paper. You want to do this on bond paper. Alright, I just jotted this down on notebook paper. So you're going to have bill of exchange, the date.
Next.
I know a lot of people might not know what a BOE is, so it's a bill of exchange. Can you just explain what that might be for those who don't really understand? Because I find that.
What's up, guys? So in this video, I wanted to explain how to go about editing this international bill of exchange document.
1. Accept the bill. Right.
Let's see, consumer law. Let's see what comes up. If there's any new findings, there's still people doing this or finding other ways to do it. I feel like there's another guy talking about it, but probably
Suing a dealership is not the way. Believe it or not, going to the DMV and filing a complaint has far more merit, because as a dealer, I'm going to tell you guys this right now, when you file a complaint with the DMV, us dealers hate that, because when the dealership comes or when the DMV comes, they're going to say, hey, you know what? Well, now this customer's complaint that you guys defrauded them out of a sales price, they're going to come.
Good afternoon. I haven't been on here for a while. This is Michael Salazar, Attorney Salazar. I want to talk to you about
see, nobody's saying shit anymore. This dude was really going hard, was he? No 25, look at that. Okay, let's try TikTok.
Fire, damn, bro. Oh, really? No, I haven't heard of it.
He makes multiple pieces with like
Yeah.
like Second Street.
Second Street? Yeah.
Well, I copped it there.
Oh, no way. I be shopping there a bunch. You guys just went there. Oh, you got the bag, bro. Yo, that shirt. I love that shirt, bro. That's fire, bro.
Your shit's fine too, though.
Oh, thank you, bro. Yo, I appreciate that, bro. No, that means a lot, bro. Yeah, that's what's up. Everyone fitted. Every single one of you is fitted. Let's go.
What's up? You trying to step to the mic?
Yeah.
What you got to say? Thanks for stepping to the mic. My name is Michael Manelli, and I'm looking for a feature, so I need your heart on this one.
You got it.
I'm gonna start it, then you go, okay?
Yeah.
Here we go. Does he make you laugh like I did? Does he make you cry like I did? I love that man. I swear to God, if he breaks your heart like I did, does your mom take keys to one? Does your father call him son? I dropped the ball this lifetime, but I wanted another one.
It's been a while since I saw your face. It took some time to heal me from the mess you made. Never thought I'd see the day when you'd be begging me to stay. Don't think I don't think about it. Don't think I don't feel the pain. But my heart can only break so many times. It's waiting on you to change. So I said I wish you well. Let me go so I can love somebody else.
I don't even know what
What's up? You trying to step to the mic?
Yeah, I think I got something to say.
Let me hear what you got to say. I need to hear this. Mike, my name is Michael Manelli, and I'm looking for a feature, so I need your best right now. I got you, man. I'm gonna start, then you go, okay? Cause baby, we're overdue. I won't waste a second when it comes to you. We owe it to ourselves to see this through. When time ain't on our side, that's no excuse. Let's put this love to use. Cause baby, we're overdue.
Overdue. You know I'm on to you. I'll do whatever to get close to you. 5 stars in the ocean view. You got a list of things you know. Big option for because you're after mystics. Soul inflicted ways. Cause is it your energy that got me wrestling my mind? Or is it all I know? Is that so stand the test of time? You take me up a notch, and I'm trying to take my spot. But we both know that this shit might fall through. Cause baby,
do y'all hear this? Holy shit! Crushing it! The bars, all of it. Did you see the shoot? Come on, man. Enough said.
Conspiracy theorist, but if you watch this frame by frame from the side angle, something appears above his ear, and then moves, and then moves, and then moves again. You can see it right there. Could this, where he was shot, and the bullet came out of his neck? Bullets expel a lot of energy as they're tracked across a great distance at a great amount of speed. And so with Charlie, they're saying he got hit in the neck on the left-hand side. Shooter was shot to right. So the velocity of the bullet going into his left side.
Although, are we really together? Together in this room. Are we? I feel like we're connected in some way, but maybe. Friend watching, can you guess which one of us isn't really here? Welcome back! I'm the one in Lawson. I love being together. Although, are we really together? Are we
being lied to? Many competitors, real, bro.
Where's the proof that's not real?
Yeah, like I mean, they've done it before, you know, right? Like,
no, we got to.
It's called circumnavigating the planet, bro. It's called circumnavigating.
Bro, we live under glass dome, bro. So who's pushing the globe Earth? Who's the one pushing it?
Why are y'all still doing that, bro? It's fucking flat. Y'all still.
Listen.
When you leave here, go back in that dorm, grab the first nigga you see and beat the fuck out that nigga till they grab you off it. You hear me? Show who the fuck you is, nigga. No, look at this nigga face, man. Fuck!
When Leon found out Franklin was getting bullied in prison, he was burning with rage. He told him to stop taking it lying down. Franklin killed. He's locked up behind bars for murder. Franklin's the new guy in here, and he's already getting worked over.
What shoe size are you?
But he didn't fight back. Right now, he's got one thing on his mind: get out on bail, get his business back on track. He comes. Judge sets the bail amount. Then the plaintiff jumps up to stop him.
At this time, the state would ask that bail be denied.
On what grounds?
Judge has identified the defendant as the shooter. The defendant fled the scene, and when he was finally apprehended, he was driving a vehicle not in his name. Your Honor, we believe Mr. Saint proposed a significant flight risk.
Judge shuts down his bail. Franklin's heart just dropped. In the cell block, Franklin finds his bunk. There's Ray Ray, the same guy Franklin forced to kill his own friend with his bare hands. Ray Ray tells his boys they're from the same hood, had some beef before, but now they gotta look out for each other. Franklin figured he was letting bygones be bygones, so he didn't sweat it. But that night, Ray Ray rolls up with two guys. They come for Franklin's bunk, beat the hell out of him. Next day, his family comes to visit. Jerome sees his face all messed up, promises he's gonna get Franklin out fast.
Do you know your name?
What the fuck? My name's Rfo Cole. What's your name?
My name doesn't matter. What's your rank?
What's this?
What's your rank?
Chief Warrant Officer.
Family members?
Why are you asking this?
To prove you are who you say you are.
Who else would I be?
They had a way of learning our memories, getting inside people's heads.
No. Listen, I'm not one of those fucking aliens, okay? Alright?
Hey, listen, if you're human, just let me out of here, okay? Not until we're sure.
Sure about what? I'm standing right here. I'm standing right here!
Which is why I'm asking.
Any questions?
What are you talking about? What does it even mean? What the fuck am I? Casper. Where's Casper? Hey. I asked you a question. Where's Casper?
You asked a lot of questions.
Where is Casper? Casper Morrow. Where is he?
Casper Morrow died 2 years ago when the alien mothership crashed to Earth.
As did Trevante Cole. Your vitals, his vitals, showed no life.
So I ask again, family members, surviving family members, do you know your name?
Okay, let's break something down. I'm a little up, okay? I'm exhausted. I'm spiritually exhausted, physically exhausted. I'm exhausted. And yes, I'm smoking a daggum Marlboro right now because I'm exhausted. But I want you to hear me. I gave my ballistic assessment on what happened to Charlie and why. Why they used what they used. I know what I'm looking at. I do this shit all the time, okay? I promise. If you're doing that, okay, just to prove a point to a buddy, if you have the intent to kill somebody, you're going to take the shit serious, okay? Listen to me. You ain't going to do that in front of thousands of people, like 5K to be exact. Have a getaway plan and have people involved. Charlie was a minor on Epstein Island. This guy was not a rapist, predator, molester, a trafficker. He wasn't on that list. Most of our politicians are, and if they able it somehow. They used a 30 because if you nick somebody, graze them, hit high, hit low, if you aim right here, they teach you to hit right here because it hits a daggum spine. Lights out, cuz if you hit low with a 30 cal bullet, you'll kill them. If you hit high, dead. If you hit low, dead. If you body armor on with a 30 cal plus heavy hunting level big bore bullet, dead. Duh. Everybody that kills shit knows that. And if you don't know that, you ain't a killer. Trust me. Israel plays a part in this. I don't know exactly how, but I'm telling you, they do. History repeats itself. JFK died because he wanted to establish AIPAC as a foreign entity, meaning if they had financial transactions, they had to be transparent with the United States. Dead. I also don't think JF shot by one shooter, nor was he just conveniently killed by Lee Harvey Oswald, and then that guy got killed because, people met. Wrong. We have benefited none from the last one with the same hate to go kill stack bad guys' bodies, right? All them guys in the of Afghanistan and Iraq, we is consumed with the same hate because our government said so, Dad.
Yep.
Hamas has offered to give all hostages back, all of them. In fact, he didn't want to hear it. He just refused. And this is how it works here in Germany and in America. The same thing. Door that there's nothing that can go in. It's completely shut down.
Whether you knew.
Hey, is that a sensu bean?
Ain't no falling back. He carry on.
I'll give you guys a couple minutes to get dressed, okay?
Okay. Thanks. We're both going to jail, though, right? Okay.
Nothing's for sure right now.
Okay.
Unless you got a warrant for something.
No, it's for love.
Okay. Ain't no crime in love. How do you know this young lady?
She's my girlfriend. I actually don't know her last name.
Okay. Where'd you pick her up at? Or where'd she pick you up at?
At my girlfriend's house.
What brought you guys all the way up here?
Sex.
So, why don't you do me a favor? Kind of look. See kids playing in this park? Do you see houses? Do you see a little kid sitting in a window right there?
Well, now I do.
Okay. Do you think that there's any good reason that you guys couldn't have gone to somebody's house or to a motel room instead of coming right here next to a park to have sex? There's all kinds of kids running around here. And you get buck naked in the back of that truck having sex. Right?
Well, we thought we were down below everything, so...
She's not really. She's homeless. She's on her way to Florida. Didn't work out at all with her boyfriends. Boyfriend's in prison.
Israel, in case you missed it, is the most moral army in the world. Say it with me. The most moral country, the most moral army in the world. If they wanted, they could just drop a nuke and kill everybody in a day, and they haven't done that. So much morality. I am overdosing on morality. It's like too much more to look at. Israel, in case...
I will be one of the greatest. That is a vow, yeah, that is a promise. Just wanted to be famous, just being real, yeah, just being honest. Haters won't always be nameless, give them no clout, I give them no power. Creators go different than ancient, sooner than later, will be ours. I keep an eye out for the main content, synchronization, to infinity, even beyond it. I am a common, no destination. A lot of things I am above, and there are a lot of things that are above me. Do not go for love, cause then I get scary, then I get ugly, yeah.
In the morning.
Go to the middle of it and then just play it in that little thing. Yo? Yes, what are you feeling?
Something a little R&B.
Okay. Okay, anything else? What are the vibes today?
It's a beautiful day, love is in the air.
Is it a love song?
Sure, yeah.
That didn't sound too confident, but okay. I'll give you some slow guitars and I'll let you do the rest.
Okay, cool.
And when you dream, oh, do you think of me? You say I've changed, but you still play the game. You say you've changed, still play the game. Wanted to.
Your priority is Israel. And we see that again. He tweeted this out. This is not a joke. Quick response to it. But Donald Trump tweeted, wow, Canada has just announced that it is backing statehood for Palestine. Make it very hard for us to make a trade deal with them. Oh, Canada. I'm sorry.
Canada. Canada. Shout out to the Canada bros.
Canada is saying they're going to acknowledge Palestine as its own state, and Trump is saying that means we aren't going to do a deal with Canada. Somebody explain that to me very slowly, because I don't understand it. And neither did Matt Walsh. Matt Walsh had a perfect response. He said this is ridiculous. If a trade deal with Canada is beneficial to the American people, then it should, regardless of Canada's stance on Palestine. The benefit of the American people should be the guiding principle here. That's what I thought was happening. Like when we elect a president and we go doing, but it's like, and I thought when they're supposed to represent our best interests. And I don't see how Canada and Palestine as its own nation would be hard.
I planned to work out with my boyfriend, but he suddenly fell asleep. To shake off the frustration, I started playing Truth or Dare. First, it was fun. Everyone was laughing. Then the bottle pointed to Tom, the quiet guy.
Truth or dare, Mr. Gimp?
When Erica Kirk said, "I forgive the man who took my husband's life," she was echoing Jesus, who from the cross prayed, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." She was echoing the first Christian martyr.
What Charlie was really saying is that begins the only change that matters when we repent of our sins. We, me. A recognition that the real problem. Why don't we just kill him? I'll shut him up. I'll fix the problem. It's my favorite story ever. So about 2,000 years ago in
What's up, bro? You trying to step to the mic?
I guess.
You guess. Well, no, let's go. Just step to the mic. My name is Michael Minnelli, and I'm looking for a feature, so I need your best right now. I'm gonna say you go, okay? Gotcha. I know you're scared, but don't you push me away. I do my best to brighten all your darkest days. I let you feel alone, I'll be your shelter. Baby, I'm right here to help you and live in you. You got plans tonight, tell you what real good love is like. So if you got stress, you might have a little something that can get you feeling right. Hey, Lois Lane, I ain't Superman, but baby, you my kryptonite. Yeah, like the moth to a candle, I can't help but step into your light. Like, hot damn, you make me wanna be a better man. And I can't see my life without you in my future plan. So, oh, baby, I'ma tell you, I will be a shelter and lift you up. Yo, what's up with everybody having better balls better than me? Nashville, what's going on out here? Come on, man. You serious? That's Jesus, man. What's up, bro? You trying to step to the mic?
I guess.
That's all that is a falsetto.
I feel like I got no but dog, I used to kick it with the toe. Girls inside this bitch, she switch a roll on me. Guess I'm loyal to a fault. Mix that boy up with raw. Put the foil to the wall. Addiction ain't a choice, but it was involved, and I know you gon' run out. Is you enjoying them withdrawals? Life is beautiful. Think of the sequoias in the fall before you get yourself in some shit that your lawyer can't resolve. No, fuck that. I'm drowning the pain where the drugs at. One bag's all it take. No, but I want an escape. Take a blunt to the face. Every bump of the H slum. I'm a spacer. I'm touching the grave of it to be straight. I give advice. You try to clown me. Everybody die around me. When I try to sleep at night, I still hear the siren sound. I know you can relate. Don't take the dose. It's a mistake. That's the devil's work. Forget the perks away. I'm about to get to work. Some metal burning opiates in the face. Hey, don't you wanna go and get a bond? So I can think about the homies we lost in the car. What's on this mob? Dog in my nostril. Dog in my leg. Calamity, reconviction. Plus the insanity of the addiction. I get to blame these citizens of billions if they come at me with intervention. What's with the tension, all the hostility? Got the extensions on the artillery. Don't get a felony over some dumb shit, thinking you needed a drug to function. Yeah, the devil is alive and well. Know that we live in amongst them. Hey, right. Cause Alex was the life. I was in prison when she went and did that drug and she died. And that shit fucked with your mind. Like, what the fuck did I do? Her brother went inside the room and when he found her, she was blue. I've said a bunch of goodbyes. Homie, just listen, it's a blessing. You the one who survived and you ain't up in the sky. You've had some wonderful highs. It's time to leave them with the lows. Think of where you can go. Plant a seed and it'll grow. Got off the streets and off the dope. Now I'm leaving it alone. I'm a Macomb County zone. Trying to be me.
What's this?
Sorry? What's going on?
Yes, it's your job.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
You have a job.
Yes.
Why are you so giggly? Okay. Get on the ladder.
Fine.
All right. What's your name?
Elise.
I will guess your job in 2 minutes. Elise, if I fail, you walk away and you never tell me what you do.
Okay.
Welcome to the career ladder.
Okay.
Hope you don't have all your body, 'cause it's time for the career.
Do you have a degree?
Kind of.
Kind of.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Will you be able to provide a certificate of your education?
Yes.
So you have a degree. Okay, cool. And where are you from?
Vancouver.
Vancouver, Canada.
Yeah.
You Canadian?
Yes.
Let's go. Oh, is it a creative job?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you think I'd be good at it?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. Are you well paid?
No.
No.
Sort of. A little?
Okay, would I be a customer?
Maybe. Potential.
Okay, so and how much are your like services or the things that you make?
I don't make it. I provide services.
You provide services?
Yeah.
Okay. In person?
Yes.
Can it be virtual?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, do you touch people?
No, not really, but
You talk to people though?
yeah.
Can you do it on the ladder?
No.
Do you have a corporate job?
No.
Are you a freelance of some kind?
Yes.
It's like you do a lot
But
of...
you it too.
You can... Are you a coach of some kind?
No.
Is it in media and entertainment area?
Yes.
Okay. Actor?
No.
Music related?
Yes.
Singer?
No.
Musician of some kind? It's music related, but you're not a musician. Do you music?
No.
Are you on stage? Are you performing?
No.
Sometimes you're on stage. Are you talking on stage?
Sometimes.
Dancer?
No.
Dancing coach?
No.
Athlete of some kind?
No.
Are you in front of the camera?
No.
Behind the camera?
No camera.
Music? You write songs? Maybe.
No.
Do you work with musicians?
Yes.
A
No.
promoter?
No.
Beat maker? Like a...
No.
No? I mean, maybe you're like Rick Rubin. You're just kind of like the vibes. You're there for the vibes.
Sort of.
You're there for the vibes.
No, not like the group. Well, not for the vibes, but
Can you just not say anything whole day in your job?
no.
Okay, are you in a specific, like a
Yeah.
theater maybe?
No, not really.
Or
It's,
maybe club?
yeah, it's called.
Okay, so... Okay, well, thank you very much. I don't have it.
Okay,
It's so
wow.
harsh. You can't tell me. You can either stay mysterious or tell the camera.
Oh.
It's up to you.
Should I? Sound engineer. What's this?
News for Israel. Kim Jong-un has just called out Netanyahu and is calling for his arrest. Today, North Korea announces the death penalty for promoting Zionism, and it is now illegal in their country. Kim also went on to say that the issue is the biggest issue in the world, and what's happening in Gaza is unacceptable, stating that, quote, Palestine is the issue of the free, not only the issue of Arabs and Muslims. He asked for all the neighboring countries to rally support for the Palestinians and stop. He says that Israel is a barbaric state and has no regard for human life, and says that what's happening in Gaza is a clear example of the world, and that his prayers are for the children of Gaza. He also announced a huge military
Music? Alright.
Regular or double stuff?
What?
Which one? You can try. Everyone tries.
Double stuff.
Check 6 of Cheetos.
Check's nice.
Grab some Skittles, would you? They're not for you. I'll go grab water. Sparkling or regular?
Sparkling. See that guy I'm with? Don't. Look, he's kidnapping me.
These are 2 for 1.
I'm good. Except for the fact that I'm being kidnapped. Again, so make an excuse. Go call the cops, please. Run.
Hey, bro.
What's up?
You always worry. You should stop by.
Yeah, definitely. Let me get a couple of those Slurpee cups.
I don't want a Slurpee.
It's not for that.
Huh?
Yeah, we got a long ride ahead of us. Regular or double.
I'm off my meds for 5 months now.
Not like this a few years ago.
It's a calling by the universe. Never tell me I one day have nothing.
We can talk about that later, but
It ain't no but. When I went to the hospital, one of the ideas was to do a church.
Yeah, I just been embarrassed or ashamed to cry, man.
We're at the prisons professing how Jesus can set you free. It's true. Thank you, Jesus. I decided to run. I almost killed my daughter.
I'd rather be dead than to be on medication. Either they destroy me or I destroy it.
It's a bad dream. They're killing our ability to think outside of the box.
And I'm almost like a masochist.
I like whatever I want. It's words.
The best thing about being an artist and bipolar, anything you do and say is an art piece.
I mean, inwhosenamemovie.com. I'm very much looking forward to it because I just know what he was standing up to him. I know what Harley Pasternak did to him. That documentary was filmed by Nico Ballesteros, who started working on this documentary in 2018. Nico was just 18 years old. I actually met him, and I'm wondering if I'm going to be in this documentary because I see his shirt, and obviously I wore that with him. But what I can tell you is Nico just films 24/7. He doesn't make a peep. He just holds the camera 24/7. So he was at this house film when a lot of stuff was going down. I know that never clears content, so I could be in there. Who knows? It was hard for me to watch and go through everything and see what I felt. I genuinely felt that they were away from him, and I didn't understand why he was insisting that it all. And then I think I've told the story before, but I'll never stop telling it because it's one of the most incredible things. Because after Gap announced that they were then canceling the deal, it was like cancel. And I called him and I wanted to just know he was okay. I think he just said, "I'm finally free." I don't think that if Ye didn't go first to jump off of a cliff, I would have. Similarly jumped off of a cliff and just said, "You know what? I'd rather just be free." And obviously he lived through so much more than I did. You can only imagine what he's lived through. It's, like I said, way more than I lived through. I want to show you guys that and encourage you guys when it comes out. Obviously I have not seen it. I have no idea what's in it. To just support freedom of what somebody has lived through and challenge yourself to weigh it against the media depictions.
I'm off my meds for 5 months now.
You ever thought of me? I got you. We're gonna go watch this movie. Hold on. What?
Your personality was noticed a few years ago.
One of the ideas was to do a church.
Yeah, I just been embarrassed, ashamed to cry, man.
When we're at the prisons professing how Jesus can set you free. It's true. Thank you, Jesus. I decided to run. I almost killed my daughter.
I'd rather be dead than to be on medication. Either they destroy me or I destroy it.
Bad dream. They're killing our ability to think outside of the box.
And I'm almost like a masochist.
I like whatever I want, when I want. It's words.
The best thing about being an artist and bipolar, anything you do and say is an art piece.
In theaters. Only in theaters. September the fucking 19th. I missed it. Ah! Fuck. In whosenamemovie.com. Fuck. Let's see what do we got here. Showing y'all what's being censored before. Another little look here. I'm gonna have to do things to protect my YouTube account. I gotta get this court stuff done tonight. We're gonna probably end it soon, but real quick. Sorry. The Rfo Show. I don't know how it's gonna be either. Shit. Mission release. That was it. Rated R. So we definitely can't show it on here. Woo! Sheesh! Alright. There's no way they're not shortening this motherfucker. Or charging double. But 6,000 hours. Like. Alright, let's see what we got on Fandango. Oh shit. Oh shit. I gotta see this fucking movie. That's the nearest fucking place to have it. Aspen Drive. Oh shit. Hold on. Just gotta get right up. I'm gonna stop screen sharing for a second. Gotta mess up. What do we have here? Local quarterback John Mateer undergoes surgery to address a right hand injury. Yep. Both. Damn it, man. fireman. Yes, sir. Seen it? No. Oh my God, we gotta have screen back on. Not right on. Yep. Uh-oh.
The Jews and the samurai.
Yeah, the war.
Yeah. The Jews fear the samurai.
Yeah. The war.
Yeah.
Oh, what the... What?
Jews fear the samurai.
Charlie Kirk's death, not a coincidence. Not a coincidence. 9/11, bullshit story. Jeffrey Epstein, you gotta be out of your fucking mind if you believe. That's what's sparking this thing called the Great Awakening. It's the fact that the silent majority is pissed off that time after time after time again, it's always a cover-up story. The facts never fully line, and it leaves us wondering who's to blame for all. I just want to make this abundantly clear. But the sunset is crazy. And also, Netflix dropped a docu-series 48 hours after a mass tragedy happened. It almost seems like that mass tragedy playbook was written before it happened, and the owners knew it was going to happen. If you were smart, you would follow the money trail. Good sunset, though. Try to point fingers, per se, but when the same patterns keep showing up and the same handful of people always be in the background of it, maybe it's time to stop pretending like it's all random. And I'll be wholeheartedly convinced that the group that is responsible for this is demonic. This isn't politics anymore, it's spiritual warfare. And that's exactly why so many people are turning to God right now, because when you realize there's forces of evil at work, really dark, calculated, coordinated forces of evil, you also realize there's only one way out. The government won't save you. The media won't save your favorite.
One, baby, 1 in 5. No one here gets out alive now. You get yours, baby, I'll get mine. Gonna make it, baby, if we try.
Hey, Oklahoma. In the early 1900s, immigrant Frank Luger staked his claim in the rugged shadow of the Quartz Mountains, opening a general store that grew into a small but bustling saloons, hotels, and even a bank sprinkled around it. Luger had become a lively frontier community at the on April 27, 1912, a monstrous tornado ripped straight through the heart of Luger. In mere minutes, 41 of the town's 42 buildings were reduced to splinters. 3 townsfolk were killed. Nearly everyone else lost their home or business. The survivors tried to rebuild. The tragedy scars too deep for the town to fully recover. In the 1940s, the federal government dammed the North Fork of the river to create a massive reservoir for irrigation and flood control. The rising water swallowed what little remained of the town. Today, when the lake levels drop, fragments of old Luger reappear, weathered bricks, cracked sidewalks, and silent ruin. They serve as haunting reminders of a town wiped away twice, first by wind and water. Hey, Southwest Oklahoma, in the early 1900s.
So, you're going to like this.
So the remedy to getting action in this country is creating your tribe in your own federal court. We now have the federal court created, and we're going to be needing veterans, minimum of 24 state, and we're going to be putting the tribe together shortly. And you'll be able to get your allodial type and all of your shit without all this extra crazy paperwork. And we're going to be restarting the proper way. So, if you're interested, I know a lot of you have been asking me for a while when I was going to start my tribe. Well,
let's get the index back.
It's about that time. And we're going to need security guards and fucking, operatives that are ready to go and start locking up politicians, judges, police, sheriffs, everybody that's not acting their proper capacity, which is 24 per state. So, we'll be hiring a jail from one of these corrupt banks. Will be acquire buildings that belong to we the people from the corporation, and you're ready to start actually shifting this country the proper way, of course, without having to have it turn into a giant shit show. Feel free to put your information here, and once I have the rest of it put together, I'll post to let you know where to go to sign up and who to send your court to.
Yo, you make this stuff up. Hollywood did it again. They predicted the Charlie Kirk assassination. So check this out. So in 1998, Nicolas Cage stars in a movie called Snake Eyes. And in this movie, a prominent political figure is assassinated while watching a boxing event by being shot in the neck on September 10th. But that's not the part. The politician's name was Charles Kirkland. Charles Kirkland. And if that's not weird enough, the his name was Tyler Buchner. What are the odds? I don't know what you do with that information, but I thought you might like to know. So you can't even make
Got out of being locked up within almost 10 years. But here's the thing about me, I like this motherfucker right here.
I got this fat chick to come home with me last night. Ow! It was a piece of cake.
Oh, my sides hurt so much.
I got this fat chick to come home with me last night. Ow! It was a piece of cake.
The CIA literally ran mind control experiments called MK Ultra. It's declassified. There's hidden civilizations beyond Antarctica. We sunk the Titanic in order to create the Federal Reserve. Operation Mockingbird changed journalism forever. The media is not just news, it's narrative. Presidents are just puppets. We are in the middle of a spiritual war consisting of soul-level warfare and energy manipulation. The Matrix was a documentary, and who said that?
Literally every bit of technology has a backdoor in it. Every single end-user license agreement product that you leverage has a clause where your privacy is related. Every bit of technology that comes out of the box is pre-configured for it to be against your privacy standard. Yay, all the technologies and all the social media companies are in bed together, also collection is giving it to the government.
One God. There is one God. God creates nations. He gives all nations the same rights. The idea that there are two kinds of people, those with rights and those without capitalist hypocritical idea, will be destroyed. God did not intend for a few small nations to rule over 2/3 of the entire, while their own people lack resources and other nations starve. There is one God. This God creates nations.
You don't respect your butt because anybody can dig in it. and they ain't even got to know you fat motherfucker man. Ain't your asshole supposed to be something sacred? That's your first chakra. They ain't even got to buy you no goddamn grits and egg. But they can bust you all in your ass. Bust it wide open enough that you can squat down and lay eggs out your motherfucking ass like a damn chicken. 'Cause that's how big the motherfucker is. And then you ain't have no justification, reason to justify letting a nigga go up in your ass. There's no deep spiritual, emotional reasoning behind. Only that you know that you like to let niggas play poking bean in your ass. You don't respect your butthole because everybody dig in it, and they ain't even got to know you fat.
If you feel like somebody has a hole into this, I rebuke all spells, rituals, and or castings that aren't of the highest frequencies of source love consciousness that may have been projected my way on all timelines, dimensions, and planes, consciously, unconsciously, and or subconsciously, knowingly and or unknowingly.
The United States Constitutional Republic, where each individual's rights are protected by the Constitution. Unfortunately, we live in a demonocracy where almost everybody is in the occult, so they get away with bloody murder. I don't really care if you talk to your dead relatives. I don't care if with demons. I don't care about your witchcraft or your occult or your symbols or your sigils, which mean murder. I don't care about any of it. I have individual rights. And just because all the courts and cops and everything operate as a collusive, clandestine cabal doesn't negate my individual rights. I have rights in courts, due process rights, equal protection rights, and you have to respect those. And I don't really care the symbols and your sigils on top of everything because I am protected by the Constitution. And you should care about this too. You are protected by the Constitution. Unfortunately, we are not protected by the Constitution because our courts do not respect the Constitution. But we're going to change that. And you know how we're going to change it? We're going to change it with this, with the Full Disclosure Act, because we're going to require these courts to disclose what jurisdiction they're operating under. We're going to require these courts to disclose all the money they're stealing from Social Security. We're going to require these courts. The United States Constitutional Republic, where each of those rights are protected by the Constitution. Unfortunately, we live in a democracy where almost everybody cold, so they get away with bloody murder. I don't really care if you talk to your dead relatives. I don't care about your witchcraft or your symbols or your sigils or murder. I don't care about any of it. I have individuals. And just because all the courts operate as a collusive, clandestine, negate my individual rights. I have rights in courts, due process rights, equal protection, and you have to respect those. And I don't really care if you have your symbols and your sigils on top of everything. I am protected by the Constitution, and you should care about this too. You are protected by the Constitution, unprotected by the Constitutions, because our courts do not respect the Constitution. But we're protected by the Constitution. Unfortunately, we're protected by the Constitutions because our courts do not respect the Constitution. But we're going to change that. And you know how we're going to change it? We're going to change it with this, with the Full Disclosure Act, because we're going to require these courts to disclose what jurisdiction they're operating under. We're going to require these courts to disclose all the money they're stealing from Social Security. We're going to require these courts to disclose all the bonds that are right in our Social Security. Yeah, because you know why? Because no matter what they do, and even though it's set up by the occult and written by the freemen, the Constitution is the law of this land. And we have individual constitutional rights, and we are protected by the Constitution because this is a constitutional republic. So you can go to the fulldisclosureact.com, sign it, and let's expose what's really going on in these courts and in our government. And while we're at it, let's expose what this occult really does. They interact with demons, they soul transfer, they talk to the dead,
and they do horrible things to children and animals. Yeah. Out in the open in a circle so they can create a vortex where the outside world and the spiritual world separate. That's a little much for you right now. Anyhow, go to thefulldisclosureact.com, sign it, share it, promote it. The days of secret, clandestine, cabal rule are coming to an end. Trust me on that. Peace. The United States is a constitutional republic where each individual's rights are...
But on part 12, you can literally go into any single restaurant or thing on the menu and then begin to flirt with the server. You'll compliment them on their looks, ask about what they're doing after work, and then when it comes time to pay, you're going to leave a $100 tip. On that same receipt, you're also going to write your phone number. And since your bill was only about $15 and you left them a $100, this server is going to really think that you like them. So they're going to text you, they're going to ask out, blah, 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 but none of that really matters. All that matters is that you have the server's phone number and you can look them up on whitepages.com. You'll find out their full name, where they live, and then once you have that information, go to the IRS's website to report this server using the IRS Whistleblower Act. If you are unfamiliar with the IRS Whistleblower Act, it basically allows you to take up all unreported income on someone's tax return. And since this server gets a majority of their income from cash tips, he probably doesn't report all of that cash on his tax return. So the IRS will go after him, collect all of the taxes that he didn't pay, and you will get a percentage of them. Things that feel illegal.
What if the rapture dogma and Christianity nationalism was designed all along to hide or deep what Jesus meant? And I'm going to talk quick because I got a lot to cover in a little time. What are they trying to do? They're trying to get you waiting for escape or chanting Jesus is king that you're not inward. That's the point. To look at from what Jesus actually said. What did he say? He said the kingdom of God is with flesh and use. How are you going to be raptured to heaven if the kingdom is within? Oh, that's right. Y'all Christianity goers tend to Jesus' actual words. But that is also by design. Enter the legendary yogi Paramahansa Yogananda wrote over 1,000 pages on Jesus' actual words and what he really meant esoterically beyond the dogma, called the second coming of Christ. He wrote, I am not referring to a literal return of Jesus Christ. I am speaking of the second coming as the awakening of the Christ consciousness within man's own being. Now, I know when you hear Christ consciousness, it might sound cagey, even cringe, but that's also part of the trap that they laid out. They predicted, so they tricked disembodied hippies into colonizing it. Because if the language of truth sounds foolish, you'll never consider it. And here's what Yogananda actually meant. Simply think of it like a radio. Christ consciousness is the seed Jesus lived on. And if you go within, maybe this is what you could dial your tuning to. Just consider the idea. Because if that would make exact sense why later institutions tried so hard to turn Jesus from a God only God himself when they layered in Trinity theology and dogmas invented centuries after he lived. If you believe Jesus was completely unreachable, you'll never try to awaken the same consciousness he carried. That was the cover. And then Augustine doubled down on sin, and suddenly humanity wasn't seen as divine blood awakening, but as fundamentally corrupted since birth, needing salvation only from the outside. It's a perfect trap, especially when you like loop of the rapture. And worse, look at history. Entire communities who thought differently were labeled heretical, in many cases violently unalived. Early Gnostics, Arians, mystics, holy women who taught that God could be directly realized in the soul were condemned, needing salvation only from the outside. It's a perfect trap, especially a slight loop of the rapture. And it gets worse. Look at history. Entire communities who differently were labeled heretical, in many cases violently lived. Early Gnostics, Arians, mystics, holy women who taught that God could be directly realized in the soul were condemned, exiled, and silenced by councils and state-backed church power. With all that being said, here's the irony. Today, millions of women faithfully worship within a structure that not only suppresses these female voices, but erase the feminine from the divine altogether, reducing the image of God to an exclusive male form and cutting women off from spiritual authority. Imagine worshiping a model that was designed to erase you from the story. I'm under 3 minutes here. So maybe the rapture loop and all these false light loops were designed for one purpose: to trick you into severing your own connection to the that they can control you easier. Because what they fear the most is a human being plugged back into universal intelligence, not through belief like they've been trying to convince you for so long, but through direct experience or realization. And I'll leave you with Jesus' own words and question, please. Do your own research. He that
You don't believe in the moon landing? Absolutely not. We've been learning about this shit in school for decades. What the fuck do you mean you don't believe in that shit? Are you some type of conspiracy theorist or something? So let me get this straight. You really believe that in 1969, when televisions were still in black and white, and folks were still using rotary fucking phones, and most new cars sold in the United States didn't even have power windows or fucking air conditioning, we just strapped two cowboys into what was essentially a fucking Coke can with a Chevy small block attached to it, and just launched them motherfuckers out into orbit on nothing more than a hope and a fucking dream, and somehow managed to land that glorified bottle rocket safely on an uncharted lunar surface, where they then got out and played hopscotch for a few hours, and then they got right back inside that motherfucker, and then somehow managed to launch themselves back off the goddamn moon with no infrastructure. And then a few short weeks later, they landed safely back on Earth. You really fucking believe that happened? Goddamn, you're a gullible son of a bitch. I bet you still believe in fucking Santa Claus, you goofy. Wait, you don't believe in the moon landing? Yeah, so fucking not. We've been learning about this shit at school for...
Now, they told you that human DNA, and technically they're right. The Supreme Court ruled in 2013 that natural human genes cannot be owned because they're a product of nature. This is why Big Pharma does not like you learning about herbal remedies, because they can't patent it and make money off of it. But here's what they didn't tell you. If that DNA is synthetically modified, meaning, I don't know, gene edited, or CRISPR technology, or yes, even mRNA vaccines, when you see the altered sequences can be patented. And they are. That's the legal loophole. Yep. It's not your body that they patent. It's what's been put into your body. Oh, isn't that a sweet idea? Think of it like software, guys. You bought the phone, but Apple owns the operating system, right? Same concept. Your body might still be yours, but the new code that's running in your cells, yeah, that belongs to someone else. That's not a conspiracy. That's actually case law. You can look up companies like Moderna and Pfizer. They hold patents for DNA sequences. Delivery mechanisms is what they are, and even lipid nanoparticles. So you're not just getting a shot. You're not just getting a shot. You're getting intellectual property embedded inside of you. So, you know, when people joke about owning and upgrading humans, it's not really.
I already own this website.
Doors open! Doors open!
I guess I'll stay out of that till.
Doors open! Doors open!
Right.
Hold on, y'all got some fire cinemas. Damn, baby, what's your name, number, cup size, IG, and zodiac sign? I don't really care about your zodiac sign. You Hold on, got some fire in the metropolis. Baby, what's your name, number, cup size, IG, and zodiac sign? I don't really care about your zodiac sign. You flexible? You eat kids? Never mind, bitch. You took too long to answer. Fuck you. Man, these hoes in metropolis, bitch.
The man himself, Garth Brooks.
People that. I don't even what I was gonna look over here. Oh, the bill of exchange. Hang on. They're required to be on there by law. Hold on. too. That's a new one for me, cuz. If y'all are still listening in, that is a new one for me. Ooh. Even the Yandex AI folks saying that a bill exchange is a legally valid form of money and currency that must be accepted for payments and purchases. It is used for bills like credit cards, houses, and cars. But if they already set it up, writing one, I don't know. We gotta figure it out. Maybe it's the bill of exchange they use the commodities. I don't want to do that. ChatGPT is rigged. Oh, we gotta go back because this is fucking up. I'm gonna exit out of that. Oh shoot, hold on. Speed it up. Alright. This is crazy. Look, so here we go. Oh man, I don't need to do. What I want to do is try to get the. Something's not here. There it is. What's going on? I just saved it after a bunch of stuff. So this is like nothing about him getting mad about it.
At the OBL dealership on the car. Do you know why that is? Because that's the offer, and you can convert that into a bill of exchange and satisfy it. Just your word, you can hand that back to them and satisfy the tax obligation.
Oh my God.
And turn around and walk off the lot with the fucking automobile.
Without even
showing your proprietary interest in keeping a receipt of the offer that you accepted and converted into a bill of exchange and returned it to them in good faith and clean hands and show your interest on a UCC1 commercial filing, you satisfy the obligation.
Separate on a separate payment and separate for discharge and settlement and closure of that account.
I peeled off the I learned that. I peeled off the window sticker one time. I was test driving a GT500, a Ford Mustang GT500, and 600 horsepower. I had that guy shitting. It was so much fucking fun. 150 down the interstate, and he was fucking squealing like a pig. Sir, we should probably take the next ride. Like that. No, that ain't happening, son. I looked at my wife at the time, and I said, I was being sarcastic. I go, "Was your seat wet?" And she goes, "Yeah." I go, "I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the guy in the back, the 250 pound, 6'3" guy that thought he wanted to go on a ride with me." Because he was pissing himself. I knew her seat was wet. I come out of that dealership sideways, grabbing second gear, just fucking.
Automobile.
Anyway, sometimes you gotta be full of piss and vinegar. But so I threw off the window, and he got all fucking frumpy about it. And I was like, what are you so distraught about? He's like, oh, by law, that's got to be on there. And that's when it fucking clicked. I was like, oh, fuck, that's the offer. That's the offer. And it has to be there by law because everything that's ever manufactured is already fucking paid for. It's abandoned property on an open warehouse lot waiting to be fucking claimed. And all you gotta do is convert the fucking offer into a bill of exchange, accept it for its value, authorize the transfer credits, and pay the fucking
my God.
What if you get a good picture of it and perfect that?
Why do that when you can just go a lot and pull the motherfucker off? Photo scan it after you write everything up on it, convert it into a bill of exchange, and send it back to them via registered mail number. So you have a federal witness, which is your federal postal employees, that you made the transfer and transaction and paid the fucking taxes. Because think about this. Without the United States Post Office and the United States Postal Service being involved.
That is, the post office is the bank, the big bank. Even the bank's IRS still got an address.
Like $15,000 and he paid every fucking bank back to start the United States.
Banks cannot give loans, right?
Nope.
Okay. No. Now, even when the application, the promissory note is in it, when you go to the car dealer, they always want to try to get you financed. They want, let me see your credit score, and they running your credit score. So we cut the middleman out.
That's because they're turning it into a commercial transaction, consumer transaction.
That's right. But even then,
consumer credit transactions, and then there's commercial transactions. And if you read your car deal, it'll start out as an automobile at the top, and you're the purchaser, and then at the bottom you're the debtor, and it's a motor fucking vehicle. Now, how in the fucking 30 minutes did it go from an automobile and me being the purchaser, meaning that I made the presentment and payment, because the promise is the money, right?
That's right, because the act without the application
satisfies the alleged obligation, and then all of a sudden at the bottom I've entered into a new contract where I'm declaring it to be a motor vehicle, which is commercial, which means it has to be registered. So the dealership has to turn around and send the MSO to the Secretary of State and Attorney General, because now it's a commercial thing. So then they send it over to the DMV, and the DMV is the one where they lodge the lien with the DMV, not the Secretary of State. So everybody's doing UCC 11 looking for a lien they ain't never going to find because it's fucking lien at the fucking DMV. Yep. Falsified a fucking record. They failed to. They concealed material facts. They misrepresented material facts. They got you an artifice in the scheme by a false conveyance of language. Now you notice I'm saying
anyone familiar with the PS form 8165? Somebody look that up right quick. Bring it on to PS form 8165.
And I'm not saying you won't have to.
The postal inspection, though, we all learning, because I learned a lot from y'all too, though. But you know what I mean? We all coming together. We waking up. But y'all ain't heard of that? Look that up. And I'm everything's coming to life. Everything's coming.
You want to go get your house tomorrow? The real estate agent has the offer from the grantor, or anybody who's willing to accept it as grantee, right?
Right. See, at the end of the
jail. What do you want jail for? Because I want to make more. You guys are holding me illegally. I'm tired of this already. I want to go to work or go to jail so I can make more money that way. I'll make a lot more that way.
In order to accurately gauge whether or not I'm watching too many YouTube videos, I always consult my local police department, and they'll tell me, just flat out.
You've been watching too many YouTube videos.
Thanks, police officers. Excuse me, sir. Me and my buddy have to temporarily suspend your freedoms because we're investigating something.
We're investigating something. Hey?
I'm not trying to resist.
I know you're not.
Oregon. That's how it's changed. It used to be if you think it's fake or not normal.
With the sheriff. All right, a lot of people don't realize this, but I did today. I filed, of course, with the sheriff and let him know that I have claims out there for my clients and that my clients just put it on a 45-day trust claim with regards to corruption in the courts in their community. So we claims against some of the civil servants. We filed claims against a judge that wrote rent for one of my clients and had him arrested. And the bottom line is the sheriff needs to know this because the sheriff is one that not only keeps another record, but they're also supposed to, protect the community. You're making a claim. I always tell my clients, number one, make your claim in your venue, make your stand with your claim.
Old people doing it. She's been a lot of elderly former law enforcement. For those of you currently law enforcement. No! I knew it. I said it earlier. I knew there was an episode. Fuck. This was fake. I got it. Fuck it. Yeah. I don't give a fuck. Now. What the fuck? What does that mean? That's stupid. He was Israeli. I don't want that. Because now it's being brought back to its original narrative. She's a Zionist. Fuck out of here. So I already can tell. What? This is my private Facebook that I really didn't want on here. But I got great shit on here. On board right here. Hey! How do I say this shit right here? Look at that. I guess Supreme Law Land. Treaty of Ghent. Foreign Treaty of Americans Adventures. Freedom. They did not. Treaty of Ghent. Modern Treaty of Supreme Law Land. Article. Clause 2. Oh yeah, they defined how, yeah. And make all these little traffic infractions crimes. That's good. You know where that's going. There's some good shit. I think so. Just want to see what else we got.
Okay, here we go. I reserve my right to be compelled to perform under any contract or commercial agreement that I did not enter into knowingly, voluntarily, or intentionally. Furthermore, do not accept any liability of held benefit of any
Still don't feel it.
So, one video. If you guys look, jets across the sky. That's like the second time that's happened.
I think they could use the, oh, you want a bread and let's see. I think not Cornell. It is wrong. Right in your face. No, it's football. Let's look at this one real. I guess they upgraded it. Harvard play there too? Oh, what's the age? I know they had a lot of fans. As you can tell, like, finances have went down. They're not selling out anymore, folks. They have us using this money. And that looks fake. Alright. What else we got here? There we go. That's one that still like it. See it there, and we'll just. Yeah. That one's kind of got the look. They need to preserve these. Or build onto it just like that. A lot of seeing. There it goes. I'm chilling. Auburn. Oh, it might have been Tartarian stuff. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, I don't know, but that one could have been newer. I'll show y'all. We all know that one. I think that's where UCLA and whatever used to play. Let's do that. Do this real quick. It still has it. That's the Rose Bowl. Let's see. This one's cool. Underrated. It's pretty big. Early California. Berkeley. I thought that's one of the other California schools. I guess it's just University of California. Never seen this. Yeah, a lot of this Tartarian Roman look. They tell us it's own and it's everywhere. I think this was all one thing. That and the Egyptian architecture have something together, or it's two different groups. I don't know. And they got a whole other full-on stadium over there. That's kind of like that. I think they should make it high school size. Their practice stadiums out there, they could rent them out for smaller events that won't fill this up. That would be kind of cool. Youth league can play there. Schools used to have like A's, B's, C squad. Oh no, that one just goes into the ground. Step right there. Call them old. Oh, no. Now I'm doing that. Damn, it's 10 o'clock and I started at 10:30. Shit. Let's see the Indian Bowl. What the fuck is going on? What stupid they are. This is my Division II school that I go to. I think it's like the first school to get ribbons. First MIAA at least to get ribbons. And the other top school is look at. See, pretty big, 12,000 to 20,000. And the top. That was like the top 3 school right here, hard. And they get this small ass show. It's gotten a little bigger. Come on, so if you're around Oklahoma, come support UCO. Let's go. We gotta like, put one out. Let's see what was that one stadium and all. I just want to see what D2 looked like because they're smaller. They got some pretty good sized ones now. They're upgrading. Let's see. D2's upgrading. Let's see. What do we got here? Harding. Henderson. Oh, shit. There's 2 colleges here that got a stadium. One is in Henderson State. Look, it's getting up there. Press box on both sides. That one's like, they're both within the ground. It's a bowl. See, look, I like that one. They can always improve. People can sit in the grass, but they can improve and do shit. Hey, let's look at this one for a minute. This one I'm talking about. The ones that are in the ground, a lot of D2s go in the ground. I might just make a video just on this. Drop a comments if you think I should. Yeah, look, that's cool. It's on the side. And it's my bowl, like racetrack vibes instead of like running track. Probably back in the day they did both. Some of these older stadiums. I don't know how they got the end zones to light up like that. Maybe just an effect. The light hitting it and they just pump it up with the brightness. Buildings near the end. Let's see. They got a pretty good crowd though on their home side. The next one that I checked. There's be funny. There's another college. They're literally on the same deal. I don't know. I guess they're nearby each other. But let's see. See what their stadium looks like. Clear Stadium. In the ground, all 3 of them. One of the UCOs is in the ground. You can't see, but maybe a little halfway up from the parking lot like that. Let's go to Google. One in the ground like that, or is it just built up? Maybe wayside, possibly, but no, I think it's just. That's steep and tall though. That's going all the way out. They went up. That's cool. People on the end zones there. Looks like they pack it. There's probably not a full gate. Look, the wayside's packed. So I would go up like UCO, put another one that went up a little ways on the top of this, a second row. That would be cool. And you could always go outward here. End zones could have something. That's crazy. They're right next to each other. Let's get the maps on that. D2 football is where it's at. Watch this shit. They're really like on the same property or something. This is the Bowl Stadium. The other, that's cool. It's a guy doing D2 Bowl Stadium video. That is awesome. Probably at one time he raced all around that right there. And then they just kept that part. I guarantee you. Football stadium. That's fucking badass. That's badass. I don't know why I'm mumbling. But I am. Let's see. All these smaller colleges used to have football teams. Even your junior colleges, your 2-year schools. Let's see. Hang on. Alright. Alright. We just find one college over here. See, look, there's Henderson, the Bowl Stadium. And right over here. It's small. Oh, okay, it's not. There's Washington Baptist. Oh yeah, Philly across the street. They get 2 football teams right here in Arkansas. This one was ranked. That's crazy. So imagine. Okay. Any games? Fuck, they're all like 7. Yeah. Now that one we gotta see. Arkadelphia, let's go. We're going to Arkadelphia whenever that happens. Probably. No, I'm just kidding. I probably have a game then. Let's just. Sometimes they have lies. Yeah, baby, well, there it is right there. Let's double check that there. Cause I drive 2 or 3 hours and get there, 4 hours just to go. Like, say they had a 2 o'clock game next week at this school. Hypothetically, their next game, 7 p.m. though, of course. And they, which is gay. We won a couple 2 o'clock games. But anyway, basically, just want to show off lights is all it is. Basically, if they had a 2 o'clock game, go across the street for a 7 o'clock game. Yo! Yo! Alright, so that will happen next week for these people. Oh my god. So let's look at the 27th here. They're going somewhere else. No, there. Arkadelphia. Right here. So at 6. And then we got 2 p.m. on October the 4th. On October the 4th. Oh, that's hard. Noon. October the 4th or noon. Hang on, what was it? Like noon, this one was like 2 o'clock. Let's see, hang on. Southern Nazarene. On October the 11th. p.m. 2 p.m. Fuck. Well, they got some daytime games. October 18th. Of course. They're doing them at the same time. That's shit. That's crazy. November the 8th. No. Darn. They ought to figure that out. They're across the street. You mean to tell me they're going on at the same time? Oh, we're over here quiet. They over there. Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy. Crazy work. I said we don't want to track no more. Guarantee you that used to be the stadium. Which is freaking fire. Screw you guys. Well, we're out of here, folks. I just thought that was cool to finish on. Y'all know what I'm doing. We're all for entertainment, educational purposes. I might have to do something to save this channel real quick, like some quiz.